So, part 3 of explaining the placebo effect and its miraculous potential for speed healing and remarkable unexpected and improbable recoveries from even the worst illnesses, including cancer. The placebo effect is the calm, peaceful rest and regeneration and digestion state that is called the parasympathetic, and to enter and stay in this as much as possible and have a complete lifestyle change is the goal of most people, I'd say, nowadays, and especially high achieving people, and among them specifically females, who have historically through all of our biological history been in a more peaceful and serene, low testosterone mode. Their biology is being completely thwarted and stifled in modern society when they are exploring the biology of a man's life. And this is a large factor in why there are so many reproductive disorders nowadays. Women with their cysts and heavy periods and myomas and fibroids, endometriosis, breast lumps. It's largely explainable due to women not being in touch with their primal biology and their true history. So, lifestyle, the mental and emotional practices that define your life quality, and obvious advice like mindfulness, meditation, slowing down, the Pomodoro technique, taking breaks, not overexerting yourself, avoiding exhaustion, cultivating high quality sleep, so sleep hygiene it's called. For that, I have to say, as I always say, don't have carbohydrates for dinner unless you've got a very important sports performance in the morning. Generally avoid energizing your body before bedtime. Doing enough sport, expending the energy you're consuming is very important. Most people nowadays are, even if they're highly physically active, are not allowing their body, even occasionally, to experience hypocaloric cleansing and purging of ourselves. Our body has tremendous capacity, and it's not just an emergency capacity when needed. It should be practicing this constantly to clean out the corners, empty out the dust, so to speak. It will consume old cells, weak cells, sick cells, and cancer cells, if allowed. But unfortunately, we are filling our quota of calories too highly and excessively, the vast majority of us, 365 days a year. So that's another aspect of lifestyle. Eat less. For 15 years now, I've averaged 1 to 2 meals a day, more like 1.25 meals a day. In summer, it'll be 5 or 6 days a week that I only eat once. In winter, it'll be more like 2 or 3. But 2 meals a day is a lot for me. And I do a few hours sport a week, and I swim in cold water even in the winter time. And I've just accepted and realized that we're lucky to live in a time when we're not physically exerting ourselves work-wise 8 or 10 hours a day and falling wrecked into bed. We don't need to eat 3 meals a day, which it's even been proven we didn't need that much food. The rise of chronic illnesses of all kinds in common society nowadays, like only the wealthy had for most of history nowadays, is partly our stagnation, our sedentary, less physically active lifestyle, and in part that we're all living and treating ourselves and affording the expensive Sunday meal, whatever nationality you're cooking. That is the star meal of that country, or one of the 2 or 3 that they only enjoyed at weddings, at Sunday lunch with the family, special occasions. You understand? Like pasta carbonara and bolognese were the absolute favorite that all through childhood and until old age, an Italian for centuries had loved and enjoyed as their favorite meal, the special treat. But suddenly you've got it being eaten on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and 2 meals like that every single day. So the excessive richness of our diet is another very stressful and exhausting, depleting factor, besides the fact that it ruins our gut flora and our digestive health and wounds our gut tract. And yeah, so resolving trauma, engaging and addressing your limiting beliefs, facing your fears, doing hard things, or if you can't do a specific hard thing, do something similarly difficult, and it'll become easier to do that other thing. Saying no to easy things, and yeah, that's pretty good, comprehensive. And obviously practices like yoga and Pilates and exercises that stimulate our rest and relaxation and peace of mind. Emptying the mind, of course, learning to say no to thoughts, saying not now, later, practicing that. Meditation is all about that, basically. You're just creating a void in which you can rest the nervous system. The brain is the center of the nervous system. Or not the center, but the head of it, if you want to say it somehow. And remember, meditation is only witnessing the mind. It's not battling the mind. It's simply witnessing it and letting go of thoughts like clouds coming through your sky. Letting them arrive and leave. Receiving and releasing. Not engaging them, not trying to figure it out. This is rest time. This is the time when you don't try and figure it out. This is the time when you learn just for the sake of it to practice, saying not now, later, trusting that it doesn't have to be done now. And that's actually the great motto to summarize this video. Your life quality depends on you not overexerting yourself, not overtaxing your nervous system, and valuing and preserving your focus, your attention, your concentration, your memory, and your mood. The result is your mood. If you haven't come across the vibrational scale of emotion, conscious vibration, vibrational frequency, there's a scale by David Hawkins. David Hawkins wrote some life-changing books that have defined the New Thought movement, the manifestation community, the self-help world, self-healing, self-acceptance, self-improvement as a whole. Letting Go and Power versus Force were 2 world-changing books. And this scale that goes from the lower emotions up through pride, courage, and into willingness and acceptance and reasoning and love and peace and come here, and into enlightenment. This scale of emotions is 1-to-1 parallel with our pH. So the lower emotions are acidity in our system. Our cells and our tissues and our nervous system will actually have the resulting effect of negative emotion if we are acidic, and vice versa. The more we alkalize our system, the more we rise up the scale. And also it's 1-to-1 parallel with the sympathetic state at the bottom, fight or flight, survival, and fear, which is synonym of force, up into the upper half, which is power or love. And those are serenity, peace, and well-being. So yeah, that's a good place to round off that 3rd video on explaining the placebo effect. And contact me for any doubts or queries, if there's any video you'd specifically like me to make. And my passion includes endocrine disruption, so whatever your case and situation is, I help people overcome and resolve and raise life quality for all chronic illnesses and high performance. Thanks for your time. Take care.